Have you ever found yourself feeling stuck in life, facing a challenge that seems insurmountable? Sometimes these challenges can feel like steep hills, looming, daunting, and impossible to overcome. Let me share a story about a bike ride that taught me a lesson about overcoming obstacles and self-imposed limitations. One weekend, I decided to take my usual bike trail. It was a beautiful day, the kind that makes you want to be outside, enjoying nature. As I approached the base of a particularly steep hill, a hill that more often than not had me dismounting and pushing my bike up, I felt a surge of determination. In the past, this hill had always been a formidable adversary. I usually dreaded it, seeing it as a barrier rather than a challenge. That day, however, something inside me stirred. I thought, no, you can do this. Ride up, just push hard. I wasn't going to let the hill defeat me this time. I shifted into a lower gear, took a deep breath, and began pedaling with all my might. My legs were burning, my breath was coming in ragged gasps, but I was making progress. For a moment, it felt like I might actually conquer this hill. Then, just a meter from the top, my bike came to a sudden stop. It was as if it was nailed to the ground, stuck on a 40% incline. I was baffled. The bike wasn't rolling backward, but it was completely immobilized. I pushed with all my strength, trying to propel myself up, but nothing happened. The hill seemed to mock me, saying, "Not today." In frustration, I looked down at my hands and burst out laughing. My knuckles were white from squeezing both brakes as hard as I could. It was a ridiculous sight. There I was, trying to power my way up a steep incline while unknowingly holding myself back with the brakes. The realization hit me like a ton of bricks. I wasn't stuck because the hill was too steep. I was stuck because I was actively preventing myself from moving forward. As I released the brakes, the bike started to roll smoothly up the hill. It was as if the bike had been waiting for me to let go of the constraints I'd imposed on it. When I finally reached the top, I felt an incredible sense of accomplishment. But more importantly, I had learned a profound lesson that went beyond cycling. This wasn't just about a bike ride. It was a powerful metaphor for life. How often do we hold ourselves back? Our fears, doubts, and insecurities can act like brakes on our potential. We're so afraid of falling or failing that we don't even give ourselves a chance to succeed. We cling to our comfort zones, tightly gripping the brakes, thinking they are there to keep us safe, when in reality, they are preventing us from moving forward. From that day on, whenever I faced a challenge, I'd remember this moment. I'd ask myself, which brake am I squeezing? It became my personal check-in, a way to identify and confront my self-imposed limitations. I realized that the obstacles I faced were not always external. Often, they were created by my own fears and doubts. This simple realization changed everything for me. I discovered that both the power to achieve my goals and the obstacles holding me back were always within me. The real challenge was recognizing and letting go of the brakes I'd put on myself. It wasn't about the steepness of the hill, it was about whether I was willing to release the brakes and let myself ride to success. So, I'm here to tell you, release your brakes. Embrace your power. The path to success lies within you. Next time you're facing a steep hill in life, remember, you've got the power to climb it. You just need to trust yourself and let go of those brakes. Life is full of challenges, but how you approach them can make all the difference. Don't let your fears or doubts hold you back. Embrace the journey, and you'll find that you're capable of far more than you ever imagined.